game features the Warriors of Brainerd facing off against your Hibbing Blue Jackets. And now let's meet our starting lineups. First are the Warriors of Brainerd. Starting at goal tonight, number 35, Brady Mick. At right defense, number 6, Lightning Rivard. At left defense, number 12, Chris Polkan. Starting at right wing tonight, number 17, Jake Ellingson. At left wing tonight is number 16, Cole Smith. And starting at center, number 9, Logan Rivard. And the remainder of the Brainerd Warriors, head coach by Jim Archibald, assisted by Dave Stegren, Jim Ernster, and Steve Eppinger. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Blue Jackets. Starting at goal tonight, junior goaltender number 31, Isaiah Tilley. At right defense tonight, senior defense, number 12, Ricky Brandt. At left defense, senior defense, number 3, Dylan Pucholte. At right wing tonight, senior winger number 6, Ty Birdsall. At left wing, senior winger number 10, Eric Riemann. And starting at center, junior center number 14, Joe Benstamacher. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Tom.
All right, thanks. And welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Time for Brainerd against Hibbing Chisholm. Brainerd averages 5 goals a game, Randy, giving up 1.3. I didn't get to sneak that in before our national anthem, so... You know, if we play tough in their face and play really smart defensively and able to pop a couple goals, we should be okay, but it's going to be a lot of work.
Right, yeah, the key thing is just play smart hockey and, you know, stay out of the penalty box, get some pressure on them right away. Try to get that first goal of the game. That would make a big difference.
I do have a couple of scores that I can pass along here as we wake our way through the game, as there's holiday tournaments all over the place. Cloquet beats St. Louis Park today 10-2. It was Bemidji 2-1 over Buffalo. Appleton, Wisconsin 3-2 over Duluth Marshall. Minot, North Dakota 4-1 over Lake of the Woods. And Hill Murray 6-3 over Duluth East. That's what we have so far. All right, face off at center between Fenstermacher and Rivard. And this one's underway. Controlled by Polkamp, dumped into the Blue Jacket zone to the left of the goaltender Dilly. Dumped into the right corner by Pachovnik. Back to try to get to its Brandt. It's off the skate of Stockson. Goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. Long pass, cross ice on the left wing to Birdsall. Nice move. And then he's ridden off the play at the blue line of the Brainerd Warriors. Here comes Brainerd with the puck. And it's Ellingson. Ellingson's shot sails wide as he crosses the blue line. Kept in from the left point, though, by Rivard. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone is Pachovnik. Pachovnik regains control. Along the end boards, zips it around to the half wall on the far side. Puck's loose out near the blue line. Here's the Blue Jackets. It's Fenstermacher at center, knocked off his stick right as he got to the blue line by Polkamp. Line change Blue Jackets is Deschênes. Deschênes to the right wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Loose puck's picked up but not able to control. It's Campbell. It rolls off his stick to the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Tipped down the ice as they try to get it back out to DeRozier at the right point. Giving chase is Gooden and DeRozier into the left corner of the Warriors zone. Gooden with the puck centering pass. Comes out to the blue line. Paratello whiffs on the shot. Puck still loose, left circle. Shots deflected. Sails wide off the stick of Yoki. To the right wing half wall. Picked up by Campbell. Campbell quickly down the ice. And he gets it to Severson. Severson's shots blocked from the left circle. Blue Jackets pick it up. Trying to get it out of their own zone. And it trickles out to neutral ice. Severson backhands into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Line change Warriors. 15:20 to go. First period just underway. No score. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Brainerd. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron here to bring you all the action. Poked down the ice by the Blue Jackets. They'll do a line change. Back into the right corner is Rivard. Rivard throws it to the left corner to Polkamp. Polkamp off the right wing boards. Pachovnik can't keep it in. Comes all the way to Allison at the Blue Jacket blue line. Banked off the right wing boards and in. We get an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets. 14:57 to go first period. No score.
Yeah, impressive with a couple Brainerd players right away. That Ellingson, he shows some nice speed starting out in this game. Speed, and Brainerd's got three guys that are pretty good size here too, Doug.
Ellingson 6'3", 180. Face off to the right of Dilly, and a whistle as Vestal and Blanche tie it up. And we'll do it again. I think there was a discussion of some things happening behind the play, as there usually are on face-offs. All right, here comes Bertram, knocked off his stick at the blue line. Vestal tries to get to it as it rolls in behind the Warrior net. In the left corner, it's Johnson. Kept in by Pachovnik, left point, shot on the goaltender, and Mick just reaches down and holds on to it. 14:36 to go. First period, no score. That was the first shot on goal. And it belongs to us. Face off to the right of Mick. Fenstermacher wins the draw, but it's in the skates of Birdsall. He can't control it. Flying down the ice is Smith. Smith gets it over to Ellingson, left circle. Back in front, Smith. Wide open net, shot it wide. Comes to the right circle. Shots put on by Rivard. His block goes to the left corner. Rainin picks it up in the Blue Jackets zone. To Paratello in the right corner. Zips it around the near boards to the half wall. Comes out to the right circle. Puck's loose. Ellingson throws it on net. We got a whistle.
Not sure what the whistle's for. Oh, the net's off here.
Yep, net came off its mooring.
Didn't see that. Looking around thinking, well, they lose sight of the puck, but that was off.
Blue Jackets in the first period have scored 10 goals and given up 10. Meanwhile, Brainerd is 9 and given up 3. Into the right corner, face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Zipped around to the left wing half wall. Down in the left corner, the Blue Jackets zone, pushed behind the net, picked up by Brandt. Brandt, long pass on the right side. Knipes couldn't control it. Shot from the blue line and a glove saved by Dilly. DeRozier, a slap shot from out near the blue line. Dilly saw it the whole way and held on. Face off to the left of Dilly. Fenstermacher on the draw with Campbell. Knocked in along the end board. Back to golf it around with Brandt. It comes out to neutral ice in front of the Blue Jacket bench. Trying to dig a loose with Rainin and others. Brandt picks it up in his own zone, pushes it back out to neutral ice. Dumped right back in by Campbell for the Warriors. Into the right corner, the Blue Jacket zone. Now at the right wing half wall. Right point, Polkamp. His shot sails and a deflection by the goaltender Dilly. It may even have hit part of the pipe. Here come the Blue Jackets. Working down the left side, it's Brandt. Brandt comes in, trying to centering pass, and it's tipped away as he had Rainin breaking down the right side. Penalty coming up here on Brainerd. And it's going to be a high stick, and the Blue Jackets going to power play. This will come at 3:41. Time of the power play for the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets 16.1% in the power play this year, 5 goals and 31 attempts. Meanwhile, the penalty kill at 84% for the Warriors. They have only given up 4 power play goals and 25 kills, and going off is going to be Severson for that high stick. Into the right corner, Fenstermacher. Oh, and Birdsall can't hold it at the right point. It's got to go back to center to grab it. Here's Birdsall. Birdsall across the blue line, working over on the left side. Still zipping around the boards and behind the Warrior net. Bessel tried to get to it. He's battling with Stockton. Still behind the Warrior net. They'll clear it to the near board. And it's going to be fired down the ice by Casperson. And a quick switch up of a penalty kill for the Warriors. Minute 29 to go in the Blue Jacket power play. 12:43 to go first period. Working down the left side out to center ice is Rhiannon, stick handling. He's going to leave it for Birdsall. Shot, and that hit the pipe. Over in the left corner of the Warriors zone. Kept in, no. Birdsall couldn't keep it in at the left point. He'll regroup, gets it back, gives it to Pachovnik with 1:07 to go in the power play for the Blue Jackets. Pachovnik, his pass is tipped at center. Rhiannon rides Campbell off to play at center. Tipped into the zone. Blue Jackets doing a line change on the power play. Long pass to Duchesne. Duchesne slapper, and he's partially blocked by Paratello, but Billy still had to make the save on that shot from the right circle. 45 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. Knocked off Yoki's stick. And the Blue Jackets can't seem to get anything going now as it rolls down along the end boards in the Warrior zone. Fired around by Rivard. Kept in by Paratello as he pinches down from the right point. It's at the right wing half wall. Yoki to Paratello. Gets it over to Carlson. Carlson, a wrist shot and a save by the goaltender Mack and up and out of play. So nice save by Mick with the blocker and the stick. Still 20 seconds to go in that power play for the Blue Jackets. 11:38 to go first period. No score.
Yeah, nice little wrist shot by Dylan there out front of the net. Mick had to come up with his first tough save of the night.
Face-off control by Blue Jackets. Carlson left point. Carlson tried to get it to the right circle. It's blocked. Comes to the left circle. Knipes couldn't pull the trigger. It was knocked away by Fisher. Into the left corner of the Warrior zone, and now Carlson can't keep it in at the left point. Rolls all the way down into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Paratello is going to leave it for Carlson. Carlson works it up. He's going to right wing pass out to center. Paratello dumps it in. Line changed, at least the rest of the line, by the Blue Jackets. So a successful penalty kill for Brainerd. Out at center ice. Puck just dribbling around. Picked up by Pachovnik. Sets it up from his own blue lines. Tipped in. Lescarbo, left corner of the Warrior zone. Knocked off his stick by DeRozier. At the left wing half wall in the Warrior zone. Kept in at the left point by the Blue Jackets. Lescarbo battling along the left wing boards, and he just lays out DeRozier. And play continues along the left wing boards. Now Bertram and Ellingson get into it. Tipped out to center with the puck. It's going to be Rivard. Rivard comes in, leaves it right circle. Ellingson. He'll just zip it around behind the Blue Jacket net for Smith. Smith into the right corner. Smith battling along the boards. Checked up on the play by Pachovnik. He comes away with it though. And the puck's loose, left to Dilly and picked up by Pachovnik. He'll work it up to Bertram. Bertram to Bestel. Bestel had it knocked off his stick as soon as he hit neutral ice. Here's coming across, it's Rivard. Once again, a shot put on from the left circle and a save Dilly. 10 minutes exactly to go first period. No score between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Brainerd. Shots all even at 3.
Yeah, pretty much an even game so far. Both teams with equal amount of chances here.
Another shot off the face-off, saved by Dilly, comes into the near boards. At the right wing half walls. Centering pass is tipped all the way back into the Warrior zone. Back to pick it up to Rivard. Rivard out to center ice to Duchesne. 2-on-1. Duchesne gets it over. A shot put on by Severson. And another save. Shot from the right point. Blocked in traffic. Blue Jackets come away with the puck. Birdsall can't control it. And dumped right back in by Duchesne from the blue line. Into the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Nice move by Severson to avoid a check. Throws it right out in front. A shot and a goal. That was from Duchesne along the end boards behind the net to Blanche. And Blanche buries it as he barrels down the middle between the circles. And it's 1-0. This will come at 7:39. And for Matthew Blanche, it's his 3rd goal of the year. Nice assist by Duchesne and Severson. That was some nice work. You got to give him credit on that one. And it'll be 1-0.
Warriors, number 7, Matt Blanche. Assisted by number 5, Nate Duchesne. And number Number 21, Mason Severson.
Back into the Warriors zone, into the right corner, but right out to neutral ice. Flying on the ice is Blanche. Blanche takes the shot. Blocker save. Dilly puck's loose right of him. And it's cleared into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Pachovnik now behind the Blue Jacket net. Zips it around to the right wing half wall. Gooden couldn't clear it. Pinching down was DeRozier to keep it alive for the Warriors. 8:50 to go. First period, 1-0 Brainerd. Over at near the right point, battling along the boards. Blue Jackets trying to dig it loose. And it's still tied up. Comes to the right point. And now it's poked out to neutral ice. Knipes tries to regain control. He's double teamed, but then he'll get it and golf it in. Line change Blue Jackets with 8:28 to go first period. 1-0 Brainerd on the Blanche goal. Tipped out to center ice. And Carlson just banks it off the left wing boards. Bertram's giving chase. Mick out of the net. Fires it around the boards to the right wing half wall. And back comes Rivard and company. Dumped into the Blue Jacket zone. In the left corner. Rivard avoids it right through the crease. It came on a backhand pass. Fortunately, no one was there. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, it's Allison. Fires it around. Les Carbo couldn't get to it. Rivard, a centering pass all the way, comes to the right circle. A one-timer slap shot from the right point by Polkamp and a save by Dilly. In the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, Brainerd's all over the Blue Jackets at the moment. Carlson from the end boards. He's checked off the play by Smith. Allison gives chase with Ellingson. Ellingson gets it. He's at the left circle. Gets it out to the left point. Puck's bouncing. And it's Polkamp with it. He'll just zip it around the boards and behind the Blue Jacket net. And we got a penalty coming up in front on Smith and Carlson. I think they're both going off for matching roughs. This will come at 9:32. We got a slash. And Smith said something to the ref as he skated by. And Mr. Skaya let him know. No, I don't want to hear it, bud. All right, here we go. Matching penalties. We'll get them for you in just a minute. I did see a slash on one of them. Into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone.
We have precedent by the penalty is first on the Warriors, number 16.
And the Blue Jackets out to neutral ice. So Smith got the slash. Shot and a save by Mick. Oh, they both got slashes. Fired back in by Rhiannon into the Warriors zone. Into the right corner. Back come the Warriors. Flipped out to center ice. Intercepted by Birdsall. Carried in offside. 6:46 to go. First period, 1-0. Brainerd on the Blanche goal. Shots on goal, 7-4 in favor of Brainerd. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing you the action from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. The George Perpich North-South Challenge. Other games included in that include Matamidi, who we'll see. And here we go with the phones again. I switch phone lines and they switch phone lines. Matamidi is playing at Grand Rapids tonight. We'll see them tomorrow. St. Francis is over in Virginia tonight. Over on the left corner, it's kept in. At the left wing half wall, Bessel tried to clear it. It comes out to center with its Bertram. Bertram takes a huge check at the blue line thanks to Polkamp. But it's down in the right corner. Les Carbo is battling with Rivard. In behind the Warrior net. They'll work it up on the right side. It's Casperson. Casperson the center. Working around the left side to Fisher. Fisher brings in as the Warriors do a line change. I just don't understand the phones up here this year. I'm going to the cell phone from now on. Into the right corner, it's Stockson. At the right wing half wall, the Warrior zone. Pachovnik out near the right point. His shot's deflected. Puck's loose between the circles. Now it's Ellingson with it. Banked off the right wing boards. He gets it to Rivard. Rivard right circle shot saved by Dilly and up out of play. So with 5:36 to go in the first period, it is a 1-0 Brainerd lead. Face off to the left of Dilly. And is tied up by Fenstermacher. Now coming away with it is Rivard. Rivard checked off the play, goes into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Rivard. Now to Mimac. Comes out near the blue line. Ellingson just throws it towards the net. It's blocked. Bottom of the right circle, picked up by the Blue Jackets. Allison, he can't clear it. Kept in at the right point. Allison at the right wing, half wall. Down into the right corner, gets it behind the net to Paratello. Back to Allison as he spins around. Here's Allison, banked off the left wing boards, is tipped by the Blue Jackets into the Warriors zone. But the Warriors bank it off the left wing boards right out to the Blue Jacket blue line. With the puck is Paratello. Blue Jackets trying to do a line change. Paratello fires it in, stopping it, it's Mick. In behind the net's to Rozier. Right wing pass right on the tape to Campbell. Left wing pass is tipped to the left circle, thrown in on net by Severson. And back come the Blue Jackets, 2-on-2. Reenan with the puck. Here's Reenan. It's in his skates. Reenan battling into the right corner of the Warriors zone. 4.5 to go for his period. 1-0 Brainerd. Out to center ice. And got it picked up now by Rivard. Rivard brings it across. That'll be Landon Rivard. There are two of them. Logan's the leading scorer. Into the left corner, Johnson. Rolls off his stick along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone near the right corner. It'll be picked up by Blanche, who has the Brainerd goal. Blanche. Back behind the net, works it to Johnson, left corner. Johnson being chased by Brandt. Over on the left side, now it's knocked loose. Still back in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. And they keep it in on a clearing attempt at the left corner. Shots deflected into the right corner. 3:46 to go. Shot put on from the right point by Polkamp. And fired down the ice by Reenan for an icing with 3:38 to go in our first period. Our score is a 1-0 Brainerd lead. Shots on goal, 10-4, and all of a sudden, Randy, it's like they tied it up a little bit here, tightened it up, I should say, and we're finding it hard to get down in their zone.
Yeah, we're just having a really hard time getting out of our own end of the ice here, and just Brainerd's been tough for us.
Face off now to the right of the goaltender, Dilly, controlled by Les Carbo. His pass is deflected. Picked up by Paratello in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. He's in the left corner, works it up along the far boards. Les Carbo, and it trickles out to neutral ice, right in front of the Blue Jacket bench. Ellingson backhands it right back into the Blue Jacket zone. It's Carlson, banked off the left wing boards. Now they're going to whip it down the left side. I know where that's coming from. I'm going to go take care of that between periods. This is Smith, and they were offside. 3:10 to go in period number one. It's 1-0 Brainerd. Shots on goal, 10-4. Rolls down into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Going to be grabbed by Carlson, battling with Logan Rivard. Carlson comes away with it. Carlson skates it out to Yoki, to Knipes. Knipes breaks in. He's hauled down. Penalty coming up. And going off is going to be Stockton for a hold. This is coming at 14-11. Time of the penalty. Power play number 2 for the Blue Jackets here tonight. See if the Blue Jackets can capitalize on this power play here, Randy, and tie this up late in the first period.
Yeah, it's a key power play opportunity late in the period here. A chance for us to get even in this game.
Well, now they're not going to call it on Stockton. It's going to be on Logan Rivard. That was Stockton who did the hold. Stockton looked like the one that actually took him down. But they're going to give it to Rivard. Either way, that's good. Logan Rivard, their leading scorer in the box for 2 minutes. Poked down into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up is Pichovnik. Here's Pichovnik as he's going to work it around into the left corner. Had to avoid a forecheck. Birdsall with the puck. Left wing pass to Reenan. Reenan gets by, and that's tipped in. Pushed in now by Fenstermacher. Fenstermacher along the left wing wall. And can't keep it in. Here we go. It's the race once again. And Fisher comes in, centering pass. And not much on it was Casperson's shot. Long pass on the left side, now to Reenan across the blue line. Reenan is going to leave it for Bessel. Bessel out near the left point, and then his pass is deflected and knocked down the ice by Casperson. We got a minute 15 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. 2 minutes to go in our first period. It's 1-0 Brainerd. Brainerd trying to hang on here and kill this penalty. Into the left corner, it's going to be battled by Fenstermacher, and it's picked up by the Warriors and fired down the ice. Giving chase is going to be Severson. Out of the net was Dilly. We got a big penalty coming up on Knipes as he just took out Campbell.
That could be a major penalty. Yeah, it's a boarding. It's 5 minutes.
5 minute boarding on Knipes. A 5 and 10 coming up.
That doesn't help.
With 1:35 to go. And that eliminates the power play for the Blue Jackets, but also puts our leading scorer in the box for 5 minutes. This will come at 15:25.
Penalty to Blue Jackets, number 16, Joe Knipes.
Face off to the left of Dilly. Back into the right corner, it's Paratello.
Major 15-25.
Coming away with it's Campbell in the right corner. Tries a centering pass, is taken away by the Blue Jackets. It's Yoki, a right wing pass to Gooden. Gooden carries it across the line. Nice move, Gooden, bottom of the left circle, centering pass. And it hits the skate, and Yoki couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Gooden, leaves it for Yoki. Yoki comes in, centering pass to Gooden, turns around, and he's tied up and can't pull the trigger. Back come the Warriors. To the Blue Jacket blue line, Paratello ties up the Rozier. As we still have 4-on-4 hockey for 8 more seconds, and it's a nice long power play coming up for Brainerd. At center, carried it across his pole camp, and now a power play for 4:12 for Brainerd. On the 5 minute major to Knipes, shot from top of the left circle, deflected up and into the net. 40 seconds to go in our first period. Face off to the right of Dilly. And a slap shot put on, sails wide. Into the left corner, Rivard near the half wall, back into the left corner. Ellingson is going to battle with Fenstermacher. Along the end boards, now pushed into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Rivard gives chase as well as Allison. In behind the net, Ellingson tied up by Brandt. Fenstermacher picks it up, left corner. Can he clear it? And he does. 12 seconds to go in the period. Still 3:35 to go in the 5 minute power play. Or what was left of it anyway for Brainerd. They lead 1-0 on the Blanche goal. And that's it after 1 period of play. This one's been kind of a tough one for the Blue Jackets, but they only trail by 1-0 here to the Brainerd Warriors. We'll be back with our first intermission coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. And welcome back to the Hibby Memorial Arena, everyone. After 1 period of play, it's the Brainerd Warriors with a 1-0 lead over the Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Kind of a even part of the first period, but boy, I tell you, Brainerd really kind of turned it up a notch there, Randy, and they kind of controlled the latter half of that first period.
Yeah, they did. The second half of the period, they kind of shut us down a little bit, and we weren't able to get out of our zone very good at all. You know, we had some chances late in that period, but Brainerd was pretty tough, and now we, got to find a way here in the second period to kind of regroup and get some more offensive chances.
Why don't you run down what limited stuff we have going on in our first period as far as stats go?
Well, the lone goal of the hockey game coming at 7 minutes and 59 seconds. This was for Brainerd getting on the board first. Logan Rivard, their leading scorer of the year, he picks up, Matt Blanche getting the first goal of the game, his third goal of the season, and then Nate DeShane with the first assist and second assist credited to Mason Severson. And then goaltender stays in that period for Brady Mick of the Warriors. He had 4. And Isaiah Dilly for your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, he had 10. Penalties in that period, there were 3 minor penalties assessed to the Warriors for a total of 6 minutes. The Blue Jackets pick up 2 penalties one minor penalty and then a major penalty for a total of 7 minutes in that first period.
I also want to say congratulations goes out to Bob McDonald. It just came across Twitter from Mike McDonald at Blue Jacket Hoops, and it was retweeted by Patrick Royce. Bob McDonald in Chisholm has won his 1,000th game tonight in basketball. I don't have the score, but you know what? That's pretty amazing feat right there.
Yeah, that's a really incredible feat there to get 1,000 wins, and congratulations to Bob McDonald. He's been coaching a long time, and certainly deserves it. One of the nicest guys. You off the court, you meet him, and he's always before the games always does his interviews. Always real happy to talk to you, and takes time, and just his knowledge of the game, and that's incredible.
Hey, I want to say thanks to General Waste for all your disposal needs. Choose General Waste, Sullivan Canyon Supply, your wholesale canyon supply distributor. And Ira Corner National, pioneers in engineering, elastomers, pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Our score after one period of play, it is 1-0. Brainerd over Hibbing Chisholm. Will be back with our second period coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. Welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. After one period of play, it's 1-0 Brainerd as we're waiting for both squads to come out here and get period number 2 underway. A few scores for you in some of these holiday tournaments going on around the state. Cloquet, a 10-2 victory over St. Louis Park. Bemidji, 2-1 over Buffalo. Appleton, Wisconsin, 3-2 over Duluth Marshall. These are all finals. It was Minot, North Dakota, 4-1 over Lake of the Woods. Mora, Hinckley, Finlayson, 10-2 over Ely Northeast Range. It was Fargo Davies, 5-4 over Proctor. And Hill Murray, 6-3 over Duluth East. Here comes Brainerd on the ice. Some other games going on tonight. Montemedia is at Grand Rapids. St. Francis at Virginia Mountain Arm Buell. In the Greenway Invitational, it's St. Paul Johnson against Greenway Nashua Keewatin. In the World Invitational, it'll be Osseo against International Falls. And in the Eveleth Gilbert Invitational, it's Mankato East Loyola taking on Eveleth Gilbert here a little later on tonight. Doug Giedrich, Randy Catering, along with you tonight as we have the mystery dial tones coming up just once again. And Randy, it's confounding when you think about it because we've switched phone lines, yet the mystery dial reappears.
Yeah, it's like it just keeps following us around. Even though we changed phone lines, it's still there. So
we're working on it, folks. We haven't had these issues here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena at all ever. And then this year, it's like the mystery dial just picks up and dials the phone. I'm thinking it's an auto dial somewhere in this building. But why would it use two lines is beyond me.
Well, yeah, it just seems strange that the one line it was using it on, and then that was disconnected, and then now this line is working. And
anyway,
see if we can figure it out.
we'll get it figured out yet. 3:25 still to go in the power play coming up for Brainerd. On the penalty to Joe Knipes for boarding. See if the Blue Jackets can kill it off. They trail 1-0. Blue Jackets will defend the goal to our left this time around. Out to kill off the penalty is going to be Fenstermacher, Gooden, Pechovnik, and Brandt. Up against that power play unit led by Logan Rivard. Tied up at center ice. Still tied up. And still bouncing around. And now the Warriors gain possession with his pole camp. He'll bring it across on the left side. Stop near the left point. Zips it around the boards. To the right wing half wall to Smith. Knocked off his stick. He regains control. Polkamp splash from the blue lines. Blocked into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Smith again to Polkamp. He'll throw it at the net. That sails wide. Polkamp sets it up out the right point now for Mimmack. Back to Polkamp. His shot in front. Save Dilly. Puck's loose. Comes out to the right circle. Slap shot coming. Sails wide from Mimmack. To the left wing half wall. Down in the left corner. And tipped out of play, jumping up was Rivard trying to keep it in play, knocked it up over the glass. 2:38 to go in the power play for Brainerd. Just underway, second period, 16-13 to go. And it's 1-0 Brainerd. Yoki wins the draw. Flip down the ice into the Brainerd zone. Blue Jackets will wait. 2:28 to go. Out to center ice. Grabbing that puck is Deschain. Deschain tried to leave it for Severson. Severson spins near the half wall on the left side. Back out to the blue line. Works it over top of the right circle. A slap shot put on by Mimmack. That hits traffic. And now a slap shot sails wide from Polkamp. Blue Jackets gets a puck and Paratello fires it down the ice. Still a minute 59 to go in the penalty kill for the Blue Jackets. 15.5 to go, period number 2. And it's a 1-0 Brainerd lead. Nicely done. Nice back check by Eric Rienin. Rienin knocks it away near the blue line. And setting it up is Deschain. Right wing pass to Smith. Smith stops near the right wing half wall, gets to the blue line, and his no-look pass goes all the way back to the Brainerd blue line. Minute and a half to go in that power play. On the major penalty to Knights. Works it around, shot, deflected, not cleared. Out near the blue line, a wrist shot from DeRozier sails wide. Comes to the right wing half wall. It's Smith. Smith back to DeRozier. DeRozier a shot in traffic, save Dilly. Minute 7 to go in the power play.
Well, if the Blue Jackets can kill off this penalty, it could be a big momentum boost for them.
14:41 to go here in their second period. 1-0 Brainerd with the lead. Again, still a minute 7 to go in that power play. Yoki on the draw, this time won by Rivard. At the half wall, comes out to the right point, kept in by Smith. Polkamp's one-timer is deflected to the right corner. Cleared around by Brandt to the left wing half wall. And the Blue Jackets good and had it momentarily. Now it's grabbed by Yoki at center. Yoki, he'll bring it across on the left side. Gets by the D, comes in, shot, save, puck loose. Gooden gets a short-handed goal, and it's tied at 1. A short-handed goal for Eric Gooden at 2:40. And Eric Gooden, first goal of the year, couldn't come at a better time. We're tied at 1 on a short-handed goal. Yoki got the shot. Mick made the save. Puck came out to the left of Mick, and Gooden got there before the Brainerd defender and put it up under the crossbar. Again, this comes 2:40 into it. It's a short-handed goal for the Blue Jackets. That was a huge goal.
Scoring the short-handed goal for your Blue Jackets, number 8, Eric Gooden. He's assisted by number 24, Kylan Yoki. Gooden.
Yoki gets the only assist on it.
A short-handed goal.
But the Blue Jackets tie it up and now fire back down the ice with 18 seconds to go. The Warriors got to go pick it up in their own zone. Long pass, they try to get to Severson. It's icing coming up on the Warriors. 13 seconds to go in the penalty to Knights, who took the 5-minute for boarding late in the first period. But the Blue Jackets on Gooden's first goal of the year, Randy, couldn't come at a better time. Short-handed, first short-handed goal of the year for the Blue Jackets, and we're knotted up at 1.
Yeah, just a huge goal for the Blue Jackets. Nice, great job by Eric to knock that one home. Great pressure brought on by Yoki initially there.
And we got a high stick behind the play, and who they're going to call it on? Looks like they're going to call it on Fisher. And it is. Fisher's going off for a high stick. This will come at 3:19. So in 7 seconds, the Blue Jackets go on their third power play. So not only do we tie it up and take that momentum with that short-handed goal, but now we're going right on to the power play here in 7 seconds. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. And it's tipped to the blue line. Birdsall keeps it in the zone, in behind the Warrior net. And the Blue Jackets are now on the power play for 1:52. Into the left corner, Reenan tries to dig it loose. At the half wall, Pachovnik pinches down. Pachovnik has a roll off his stick on the forecheck by Johnson. And it's fired down and in by the Blue Jackets, but icing, they were on the wrong side of center. So still 1:32 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. 13-13 to go, period number 2, tied at 1. Face off to the right of Dilly. Tied up in the circle, controlled by Brainerd. Pachovnik in behind the Blue Jacket net, being harassed by Kasperson. Here's Pachovnik to center ice. Stick handles in, knocked off his stick. Bestel almost got to it, comes to the right wing half wall. Bestel out to the blue line, sets up Birdsall. His shot's deflected. Picked up by Bestel in the right corner. Goes in behind the net, Reenan a wraparound and a big leg save by Mick. Trying to golf it down the ice and successfully done by Kasperson. 58 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. Birdsall, and he's got Johnson right on him. Johnson took it away from behind the Blue Jacket net. Here's Johnson, throws it back out to center, intercepted by Bestel. Bestel skating in with 3 guys, though gets a shot off, but couldn't get much off on it. And a save by the goaltender Mick, and he'll hold on as the net came off the mooring when Bestel crashed into Johnson. And Bestel goes and gives him a little shoulder as he skates by. With 42 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play.
Yeah, Blue Jackets kill off that 5-minute major, and you know, they get that shorthanded goal. It's kind of the momentum has kind of switched here, Doug.
Yeah, if we could score in this power play, that'd be huge. Face off, tied up to the left of Mack, comes out now to Paratello. Gets it over to Carlson, slap shot coming, deflected wide. Knifes battles with DeRozier along the end boards. Gooden comes away with it, back out to Carlson, left point. Carlson, left wing half wall to Gooden. Gooden tries to throw it towards the net, gets it around in. Knifes takes a shot, and is saved by the goaltender Mick. 22 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. How the tide turns when you get something that'll give you a boost.
Yeah, just a little bit something that, you know, gets you that momentum, and the Blue Jackets kind of picked that up here in this second period here.
Face off now to the right of Mick, tied up in that circle. Along the end boards, Knipes battling with Polkamp. Knipes still battling with Polkamp. And now coming away with Yoki into the right corner. Out to the right point, Paratello back to Yoki at the half wall on the right side. Centering pass knocked away by Ellingson. It's Paratello now, one-on-one with Kasperson. Kasperson left circle, breaking in the backside was Blanche, who's got the Brainerd goal, but he shot it wide. Back out to center, a successful penalty kill by Brainerd. Knipes couldn't clear it, kept it in the left point. Polkamp comes in, shot glove save, Dilly holds on. 11:24 to go, period number 2. We're knotted up at 1 between Hibbing, Chisholm, and Brainerd. Shots on goal, 14-9 in favor of Brainerd. That would have made a big difference if we could have got a goal on that power play.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that would have really slowed Brainerd down. And behind the Blue Jacket net with the puck, it's Mimak. Mimak tied up by Brandt on the end boards. Now into the right corner, Mimak still battling. Coming away with it's Johnson. Johnson's checked up on the play by Bestel. Now near the right point, thrown in on net, deflected in front by Howieson on that low shot by DeRozier from the right point. Nice save, Isaiah Dilly. Face off to the left of Dilly once again. Bestel on the draw, and it's tied up. Comes out to the right point. Shots blocked. Blue Jackets come away with it. Here's Brandt. Right wing pass to Les Scarbo. He's ridden off the play. It's a right wing half wall. Vessel's there to try to dig it out as well, but here's Casperson. Long pass too far in front for Blanche. Rolls down in the left corner. It's icing on the Warriors. 10:44 to go here in our second period. We're tied at 1. You know, as I watch this Brainerd team, Randy, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they have some size and some skill there, so they're going to be a tough team in Section 8 again, I think.
Oh, and there's a trip, and we got away with that one from Fina. Polkamp works it up on the left side. Quickly out to center. Johnson's flying down the left wing. Stops at the half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Shots blocked by Pechovnik. Pechovnik grabs a loose puck in behind the Blue Jacket net. Works it to Fina. Fina on the tape out to center ice. And going down was Bessel. Shot put on by Bertram, sails wide from the right circle. Back near the blue line. Kept in by the Blue Jackets. Line change coming up for the Blue Jackets. Pechovnik takes a whack at it. Dumps it right back in. Mickle stop it along the end boards behind the Warrior net with 10 minutes to go in our second period. We're tied at 1. Icing on Brainerd. And boy, this is a change. Ever since we got the good and shorthanded goal, now all of a sudden Brainerd is kind of stuck in their own end.
Yeah, they have been. They've spent a lot of time this period in their own end of the ice, just not able to get it out, much like we were in the first period. So kind of a different Blue Jacket team out on the ice here right now.
Face out to the right of Mick. We've got a battle going on between Fenstermacher and Blanche, and they're throwing Blanche out. Knocked in behind the Warrior net. Reenan right in front. A shot put on by Fenstermacher. Nice save, Mick. Allison couldn't hold the zone. Back to get it as Allison gets it to Pechovnik. And fired in by Fisher to the right circle. Rolls into the left corner, right corner of Blue Jackets zone. We got a check from behind coming up. Allison got floored. And he clearly had his back to him. I can't believe the guy took him into the boards like that.
Yeah, I was surprised.
That was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to be a...
Casperson's going to be lucky if he doesn't get a DQ, because they were both skating in towards that. But clearly from the circle in, Allison, who had no stick, had his back turned to the guy. And the guy plowed him right into the corner. And that's just the senseless stuff that the high school league is trying to eliminate. Just dumb stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
And there's a discussion going on now about whether this is going to be a DQ. I'm sure that's what the discussion is.
No, it's definitely going to be a five-minute major.
The question is there going to be a DQ thrown on top of it?
Right.
And Allison gets up. He's all right. That's good to see. Hopefully it was just the wind knocked out of him when he got plastered into the right corner. And the referee is still having a discussion at the moment. Ty Birdsall skates over, trying to see what's going on. Here's a 5. Looks like a... Well, let's see what we got going on now. She's just going to get the 5 and 10. 9:37 to go. Ben Allison's okay. That's a very good thing. She took a hard check from behind into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets will have a 5-minute power play. Still a lot of discussion going on. It doesn't look like they're trying to take him out of the penalty box, so I don't think he's getting a DQ. Must just be the 5 and 10. Either way, Blue Jackets on their 4th power play of the night now for 5 minutes. Into the right corner for Besto. Go, Besto! Besto gets the power play goal 15 seconds into this 5-minute power play. Blue Jackets lead 2-1. This will come at 7:39. And for Jake Besto, it's his 4th goal of the year. And the Blue Jackets can ramp it up now, Randy.
Yeah, they got the 4:45 left that they can load the net.
We'll get our official scoring here coming up momentarily from Dan.
Scoring the power play goal for your Blue Jackets, number 23, Jake Besto. He's assisted by number 14, Joe Fenstermacher, and number 6, Ty Birdsall. Besto from Fenstermacher.
So as Birdsall and Fenstermacher on the Jake Besto power play goal. And the Blue Jackets are now up 2-1.
And Matt Casperson draws a 5-minute major and a 10-minute misconduct for checking from behind. Casperson, the Warriors, 5 and 10, checking from behind. Time of the penalty was 7:23.
And there we go. Now we got our penalty in order as well. Still 3:58 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. 8:30 to go in the game. Pachovnik from his own left circle. Cross ice over to Reinen. Reinen back behind the net to Pachovnik. Pachovnik can't control it. Regains control. Carries it behind the Blue Jacket net. Here's Pachovnik. It's in his skates. Now he's back out to center ice. Pachovnik. Long right wing pass to Carlson. Carlson stops near the right point. Loses an edge. Picked up by Yoki. Centering pass in front. It's knocked away to the right circle by the Warriors. Pinching down is Carlson. Loose puck, Gooden couldn't get to it. To the right wing half wall. Carlson. And cleared down the ice by DeRozier. 3:16 to go in the power play for the Blue Jackets. 7:50 to go, period 2. Blue Jackets lead 2-1. With the puck, Kerman down the right wing is Paratello at center. He's across the blue line. And spun around by DeRozier, loses control of the puck. Paratello battling in behind the net with Miller. Miller backhands it, kept in though by Yoki at the right point, banks it off the boards. Sails all the way around to the left wing half wall. Knipes goes down, pinching down Paratello, pops it in the left corner. Good to Yoki in the right corner. 2:44 to go in the power play. Carlson, right point, back to Yoki, bottom of the right circle. Yoki skates in, puck's loose, comes out, shot, and a goal! It's knocked in either by Gooden, the initial shot by Joey Knipes. But then I think Gooden may have got it in the paint and put it in. Either way, it's another power play goal, and it's 3-1 Blue Jackets. Time of this goal will come at 9:48. And right now, I tell you what, Randy, they are making Casperson pay dearly for that 5-minute major.
Yeah, that's a huge. Anytime you have to take a 5-minute major, and it's the team could make you pay for it. And the Blue Jackets are certainly doing that here right now.
We'll get our scoring coming up in just a moment, but the Blue Jackets.
Power play goal for your Blue Jackets, number 16, Joe Knipes. He's assisted by number 24, Kylie Yoki. Knipes.
So Knipes gets the goal, his team leading 5th of the year. There's a shot deflected and up out of play. Face off in the Brainerd zone. But the Blue Jackets now have a shorthanded goal and 2 power play goals tonight. Special teams is working fairly well. Face off to the left of Mick. Reinen will take the draw. Still 2:12 to go in the Blue Jacket power play on that 5-minute penalty by Casperson. Pachovnik. Shot, save, Besto, and it's knocked down loose. Besto gets the rebound and buries his second goal of the game, and it's 4-1. Another power play goal.
don't.
3 power play goals in this 5-minute major, and we still have 2:04 to go.
Jake had that net was open, and he just wasn't able to get it to go in, and then he gets a second chance to redeem himself, and he knocks that one home. That's a huge power play goal again for the Blue Jackets here.
Well, Mick made the initial glove save on Bessel down low in the right circle, but the puck came loose, and Bessel, here comes Bessel. Bessel, a breakaway shot, a save by Mick this time. But I was going to say, then Bessel, Mick couldn't control the rebound, came back out, and Bessel got his own rebound and buried it past the goalie.
Blue Jackets with his second power play goal of the night, number 23, Jake Bristol. He's assisted by number 10, Eric Rhiannon, and number 3, Dylan Petrovnik. Bristol from Rhiannon and Petrovnik.
Here come the Blue Jackets with 1:52 to go yet in this power play. Petrovnik near the left point. Works it over to Rhiannon near the half wall on the left side. Back to the point, back to Rhiannon, left circle. He's got to take it and put it along the end boards. As he was checked off the play, here's Rhiannon. Back out to Petrovnik, left point. Petrovnik sets up Birdsall at the right point. Back to Petrovnik over on the left side. Slapper coming. Ooh, and a stick save by the goalie. Knocked down, and Rhiannon can't touch it. No, they're going to clear it as it was touched by the Brainerd guy. They were saying it was knocked down by the Blue Jackets. And a face-off to the right of Mick, and I think it was an equipment issue, and it was. Looks like Mimak's trying to adjust his face mask as it came loose. Blue Jackets, 3 power play goals in that 5-minute major. Still a minute 17 to go in that power play. Blue Jackets lead 4-1 with 5:53 to go, period 2. Perunovic gets it to Knights. His shot left circle is blocked and fired down the ice by Brainerd. Gilly will slow it down. Back to pick it up, Paratello. Paratello, left wing pass, a little bit too far for Perunovic. Push back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic gets the pass. He's got to retreat in his own zone. Now to Paratello, back to Perunovic. 49 seconds to go in the power play. Pass was behind Gooden, too far for Knights. Gooden tries to get the loose puck. Getting there first was Fisher. Perunovic, back to Paratello, back to Perunovic. He's out to neutral ice. 33 seconds to go in the power play. Tipped in by the Blue Jackets, Knights. Kept in by Perunovic, left point, throws it on net, stick saved by Mick. Firing it around Polkamp. Another shot from the left point by Perunovic and a save by Mick. Puck's loose in the left circle, now it's picked up by Johnson for Brainerd. Johnson flips it down in the Blue Jackets zone with 12 seconds to go. Centering pass, comes all the way to the near boards. Blue Jackets with the puck. It's Yoki at center. Here's Yoki. He's got some space. Yoki left circle. Shot save. Ooh, and the rebound was loose, but no Blue Jacket was there. Taken away now by Les Carbo. Tied up in the right corner of the Warriors zone. 4.5 to go. Second period. Blue Jackets lead 4-1. 3 power play goals on a 5-minute power play for them. Has broken this game open. Warriors try to get it out to center. It's off the stick of Blanche, who's got the only Warrior goal tonight. And backhanded in by Blanche into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up along the end boards. Petrovnik, he's going to leave it for Brandt. Brandt gets it on the tape to Bessel, who's got 2 power play goals tonight. Bessel backhands it in to the Warrior zone. They'll throw it right back out to center ice. Doug Udrich, Randy Catron bringing to the action. Bertram carries it across, and it's pushed right back out to neutral ice. Now fired in by the Blue Jackets and fired down the ice by Stockton. It'll be an icing coming up on Brainerd with 3:45 to go here in period number 2. All of a sudden like that, in the span of a couple of minutes, Randy, it's 4-1 Blue Jackets.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just the Blue Jackets kind of turned the momentum here in this second period initially at the beginning, and then once they picked up that 5-minute major power play, they just made Brainerd pay for it.
Face-off now is going to be to the left of Mick. And Brainerd comes away with it. Flying down the left side is Fisher into the Blue Jacket zone. Fisher, left circle, left wing half wall. Cycles it down in the left corner. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell leaves it in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone, but the Blue Jackets try to come away with it. And it's bouncing around in the left circle. Shot put on from Polkamp, sails wide to the right wing half wall. Birdsall battling with Blanche. And Pachovnik comes away with it. Pachovnik along the end boards, trying to throw it out to center. Kept in, though, at the blue line by Polkamp. Fired around in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Brandt ties up Johnson. Pachovnik takes a check from Blanche. And in behind the net now, be grabbed by Fenstermacher. His pass is deflected. And now Rienan with it. Rienan to Pachovnik. Pachovnik takes a hit from Polkamp at center ice. Blue Jackets will do a line change with 2:44 to go here in period number 2. Icing coming up on Brainerd with 2:40 to go now. It's the 4-1 win or lead for the Blue Jackets.
Players would check into the glass where the youngsters are. They can easily get hurt. We would really appreciate if you would keep the young children away from the glass. Thank you very much.
Face off now to the left of Mick. And the Blue Jackets couldn't keep it in. Back in his own zone, it's a left wing half wall. Paratello is going to leave it there. Now picked up by Yoki. To Paratello behind the Blue Jacket net. He gets it to Gooden. Gooden tips it out to neutral ice. And still at neutral ice. To Knipes. Tries to tip it in. Knipes backhands it in the Brainerd zone. Back to pick it up is Fisher. Here's Fisher for the Warriors. Now to center ice. Gathered in by Campbell. Dumped in line change for Brainerd with 2 minutes to go here in period number 2. It's a 4-1 Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal 22-15 in favor of the Blue Jacket. Johnson comes in. Shot saved by Dilly. Into the left corner. Now it's poked in. Rolling to the right corner. Dylan Carlson gets there and cleared up out of play. Minute 43 to go here in our second period. It's a 4-1 Blue Jacket lead. Faceoff's going to be to the left of Dilly. Bessel will take the draw with Blanche, who has the only goal for the Warriors. On the end boards in the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets can't clear it. Blanche into the Johnson in the left corner. He's tied up. And it comes to the half wall. Centering pass deflected away by the Blue Jackets. Puck's bouncing around, pushed out to neutral ice. Loose puck grabbed by Duchesne. Fired back in the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up. Perunovic behind the Blue Jacket net. Minute 14 to go in the period. That will be period number 2, and the Blue Jackets lead 4-1. Dump back in the Blue Jacket zone. Brandt's going to leave it for Perunovic behind the Blue Jacket net. We got a minute to go in the period. Fired around, kept in right point. Shots whiffed on, pushed out to center. Here's Birdsall if he can get by. Birdsall comes in, gets the shot, and a save by the goaltender Mick. And Mick ends up into the net, and the net comes off its mooring. .49 seconds to go, period number 2. Have a face-off to the left of the goaltender Mick. Fenstermacher on the draw with Blanche. And they're both getting tossed. So Rienan will come in and take the draw with Johnson. Johnson comes away with it. Johnson carries it behind the Warrior net with 42 seconds to go. Out to center ice on the tape to Blanche. Here's Blanche, tries to get by Paratello, loses an edge, rolls in towards the net, clear behind the net by Dilly. Net comes off its mooring, face-off's going to come out to neutral ice. 34 seconds to go in period number 2.
Yeah, the period dominated by the Blue Jackets here.
Face-off poked out to neutral ice, pushed into the Blue Jacket zone, offside, and we'll do it again. 28 seconds to go. Fenstermacher will take the draw with Campbell. It's tied up. Blue Jackets can't come away with it. It's going to be grabbed by Polkamp. He can't control it. Knocked off his stick at center ice. And still bouncing around. Now knocked into the Blue Jacket zone. Prunovich gets it with 6 seconds to go. At the blue line, poked out to neutral ice. And coming up, Birdsall with a couple seconds left gets a shot off, sails wide. Raynham throws it through the crease, and that'll take care of our second period. So after 2 periods of play, our score looking good. Hibbing Chisholm 4 and Brainerd 1. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey right here on 106.3 WMFD. After 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score Hibbing Chisholm 4 and Brainerd 1. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing you all the action. I do have a couple of scores. In the second period, I have Grand Rapids up by a goal, and I think I saw it as 2-1. That's the last reported score I got. Late in the second period over in Virginia, it's Virginia Mountain Iron Buell 4, St. Francis 3. And late in the second period in Greenway, it's Greenway Nashua Keewatin 1 and St. Paul Johnson 1. So we're finally starting to get some scores reported into us. We're still waiting for both squads to come out, so we'll take one more quick break and we'll be back with third period action. It's Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. Both squads are back out on the ice here at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. We'll get third period action underway here momentarily. Blue Jackets lead 4-1. 17 minutes away if they can hold on to their first 3-game winning streak of this year. I tell you, if you're Con Versich and Bob Bessel and Chris Walters, you're going to be pretty pleased with the way your squad has played tonight, even in that first period where they just kept going at them, even though it was Brainerd taking it to us. On the other hand, though, Brainerd's going to be sitting there going, huh? What happened? As head coach Jim Archibald's probably going, holy cow, guys, get it together. There we go. It's knocked into the Blue Jacket zone by Ellingson. Back to pick it up. Puchovnik. We're underway third period. Brandon can't clear. Kept in by Polkamp. Flipped up into the Hibbing bench. Just underway third period. 16:48 to go. Hibbing Chisholm with a 4-1 lead over Brainerd. Brainerd, who's only lost 1 game this year, was their opening game against Alexandria. And they've won 6 straight. Face off to the right of Dilly. Fenstermacher takes a draw with Rivard. Comes out to Polkamp. Shot from the left point. Pad save Dilly. There's a shot from the right point that's deflected wide from Motzenbacher. Into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Puchovnik gets it to the half wall. Knipes can't get to it. Ellingson and Knipes battle along the left wing boards. Yoki tried to clear the zone. Finally, it's tipped out and flipped out into the Warrior zone by Brandt. Back to pick it up is Polkamp. Gets to that center. It's tipped, taken away by the Blue Jackets. Dylan Carlson flipped, and it's tipped in by Yoki, and now fired back to Ellingson. Ellingson takes a shot from Dylan Carlson. He got the worst of that, as Ellingson's huge at 6'3". Hopefully he's all right. That was a heck of a collision between Carlson and Ellingson at the blue line.
Yeah, that was a hard collision there.
Ellingson, a big guy at 6'3", 180. Exactly a minute into this period. Here's hoping it's nothing major.
Yeah, it looks like he's okay here.
You worry about a concussion, though, when you have a collision like that.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly the area you think about that happening, and hopefully Dylan's going to be okay here.
Skates off on his own, climbs up into the bench on his own. 16 minutes to go. Blue Jackets lead 4-1. Face off now to the left of Isaiah Dilly. Fenstermacher will take the draw against Campbell. Tied up in the circle. Comes out near the right point, kept in by Mimak and fired around into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Brandt ties up a player in the left corner, and that would be Campbell. Venstermacher coming to dig that loose as he battles with Deshane. Venstermacher tried to poke it up near the right wing half wall. It's in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Paratello comes away with it. Paratello gets around Campbell momentarily, works it up to the right wing half wall. Birdsall backhanded and tipped it to center. With the puck is Severson, dumped into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change Brainerd. 15-19 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 4-1. Knocked back down and in. It'll be picked up by Paratello, flipped out to neutral ice. Carried across on the right wing, it's Polkamp. Right circle. Polkamp just fires it around. Tries to get it to Ellingson, taken out by Paratello. And in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone, Bessel avoids a check by Rivard. Down into the right corner. Smith with the puck at the right wing half wall. Smith gets a shot off and it sailed high. Left wing half wall. And now Brainerd's really taking the body and the Blue Jackets need to respond. Here's Brandt, takes the shot, sails wide. Line change Blue Jackets. And bringing it across is Smith, shot high as he gets in and got behind Perunovic momentarily. Smith will pick it up in the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone, knocked off his stick. As him and Vestal go at it, and he hauls Vestal down well after the play. Where's the penalty on that one? At the right wing half wall. Fina can't clear it. Smith with the puck, checked off the play, and now Bertram at center. He's ridden off the play. Fina takes a poke at it. Fina tries to battle. Center way pass. Bertram buries it. Fina to Bertram. Bertram buries it. It's 5-1. And for Bertram, that's Cody's first of the year. 3 minutes into the third period, and the Blue Jackets are just continuing to cruise along at 5-1.
Yeah, just hard work there between Fina and Bertram. Bertram finishes off at the end, and it's a great goal.
Face off at center ice. Back into the Blue Jackets zone. Kochovnik tries to work it up to Gooden. Gooden can't clear it. Into the right corner, it's Johnson.
Trying to go for your Blue Jackets, number 5, Cody Bertram. He's assisted by number 25, Luke Fina.
Fina gets the lone assist, right in front, and is cleared to the left circle. Shot put on. Loose puck grabbed by Blanche. Blanche ridden off the play by Perunovic at the left wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. 13:20 to go. Blue Jackets lead 5-1. Along the inboards, it's Kochovnik. Here's Kochovnik. He'll lead the rush. Long left wing pass tipped in by Gooden. Back into the right corner is Polkamp. Ridden off the play by Knipes, but it's pushed out to the Blue Jacket blue line. Back to pick it up is Gooden. Gooden stops left circle. Tries to fire it in, kept in though, as he tried to clear it. Shot put on, sails wide from Campbell. Along the inboards, Campbell now into the right corner. He'll battle with Fenstermacher. Campbell going to try to leave it down and clear down the ice. Nicely done by the Blue Jackets. By Ryan Stevenson, who's seeing some time in Dylan Carlson's place. 12:40 to go. Blue Jackets lead 5-1. Shots on goal 25-19 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Face off to the left of Dilly. Fenstermacher on the draw with Campbell for the Brainerd Warriors. And grabbing the puck. The shot was deflected though as Severson tried to pull the trigger. Pushed out to center. Fenstermacher pokes it into the Warriors zone. Back out to neutral ice. Reenan comes away with it, carries it across. Jumps off his stick. And the Blue Jackets can't quite keep it in. Paratello backhands it into the left corner of the Warriors zone. Back to pick it up is Mimak from behind the Brainerd net. His pass too far out in front of his teammate, but it comes out to neutral ice. Knocked down to the Blue Jacket blue line. Good to see Carlson back out. Flipped out to center, knocked down by Mimak, dumped into the Blue Jacket zone. Here's Carlson with the puck. Cross-ice pass on the far side to Paratello. Paratello, long pass knocked on its center, but then knocked in by Fina. Fina into the right corner, leaves it at the half wall for Birdsall. Couldn't quite get to it. And a long pass comes into the Blue Jacket zone. And Polkamp's going to battle for it. Now coming away with it's the Blue Jackets. Brandt, nice pass out to Bertram, who's got the goal. Bertram takes a shot, sails up and over the top of the net from the right circle at the right wing half wall. Kept in by Pechovnik. Loose puck grabbed by the Blue Jacket. Shot put on. Puck's loose in front between the circles. And now cleared away. And down the ice comes Howieson. Howieson dumps it into the Blue Jacket zone. Line change Brainerd. 11:10 to go in the game. 5-1. Blue Jackets with the lead. There's Pechovnik to center. Pechovnik brings it across the blue line where it's knocked off his stick. Rolls to the left wing half wall. Quickly down the ice is Johnson into the Blue Jacket zone. Ridden off the play by Knipes. Knipes goes around to the far side. Comes to the left wing half wall. Thrown in front of the net. And the loose puck grabbed by Paratello. He'll just push it out to neutral ice. Flipped right back in by Mimak. Pechovnik with the puck. Long pass. Trying to get it to the blue line. Mimak knocked it down at center. Pushed into the Blue Jacket zone. Pechovnik goes behind the net to Paratello in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. And Knipes couldn't clear it. Kept in left point. Fired in behind the Blue Jacket net. Knocked down. It's going to be grabbed by Campbell. Campbell's going to leave it for Deschênes along the end boards. Yoki chasing him. Yoki just muscled him off the play. Trying to dig it loose, and the Blue Jackets come away with it, and they'll fire it down the ice. That's going to go icing. I thought that was going to go right into the net for a minute there. 10:02 to go in the game. 5-1, Blue Jackets with the lead. I think the fifth goal really did something to Brainerd, boy. They were coming out, taking the body and everything, and we got that fifth goal, and it's a whole different tune now.
Yeah, it kind of deflated their what momentum they had built back up again.
Because when they came out in that third period, they were definitely taking the body to the Blue Jackets. Not so much anymore. Left circle, Blue Jacket zone, centering pass, tried to get it to Rivard. He was tied up in front. Knocked down the ice by the Blue Jackets. Back to get it. It's going to be Polkamp. Icing coming up on the Blue Jackets. We got 9:40 to go. 26-19 shots on goal in favor of the Blue Jackets. They lead to 5-1 on a third period goal by Cody Bertram. We'll have a face-off now to the left of Dilly. Face-off won by Fenstermacher. Reenet back to Fenstermacher. Here's Fenstermacher racing down the right wing. Fenstermacher cuts in bottom of the right circle. Oh, and this shot when he finally could pull the trigger. We got a penalty coming up, I believe, on the Blue Jackets. It's a cross check. And they're going to call the cross check on Birdsall. So Birdsall is going to go off on a cross check. This will come at 8:02. And back on the power play tonight for the second time is going to be the Brainerd Warriors. 8:56 to go in our game. It's a 5-1 Blue Jacket lead. Back out to the blue line. Sets it up top of the right circle. Shot sails wide from Mimak. Into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Pechovnik battling with Severson. Trying to get to it as well was Campbell. Pechovnik really battled well on that. Now Knipes has it. Can't clear the zone though. Kept in by Polkamp. Campbell tries to set it up. Blue Jackets come away with it. Knipes 2-on-1. Knipes working down the left side. Now it's going to be 2-on-2 as Campbell got back quickly. And Campbell hauled down Gooden. And Campbell's going to go off, and we'll have 4-on-4 hockey. And getting up rather slow. And still down on the ice is a Brainerd player into the left corner. But now going up is going to be Campbell. For Brainerd. And this will come seems to be skating just a tad injured gingerly, so hopefully it's Nothing too much for Pole Camp. Not an ankle or anything. But anyway, we're going to be on 4-on-4 hockey now for 1:23, and then the Blue Jackets will have a short 37-second power play. 8:39. Face-off going to be to the left of the goaltender, Mick. Knocked in behind the Warrior net. Mimic tied up, now Rainen in the left corner. Rainen puts it in behind the net. Fenstermacher will go get it. He's tied up by Smith. Knocked to the half wall on the far side. Smith can't control it. Rainen keeps it in right point, zips it around the boards. Mick will stop it behind the Warrior net. Still 4-on-4 hockey for 58 seconds to go. Warriors trying to get it out of their own zone, really struggling at the moment. They finally get it out to Rivard at center. Rivard to Ellingson. Ellingson battling with Perunovic. Works it up to Smith, right wing half wall. He's taken up out of the play. Comes to the right point, slap shots blocked. Goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. It's Ellingson from the left corner to Rivard. Rivard goes low to Smith on the left side, and it sails wide. The Blue Jackets try to get it out, and they do. 4-on-4 hockey for 27 seconds. Smith will bring it back across. Here's Smith, slap shot coming, save with the glove by Dilly. 7:18 to go in the game. It's a 5-1 Blue Jacket lead. 20 seconds to go on 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Blue Jackets will have a short power play.
Don't forget that later on after the end of the game, we'll be announcing the 3 stars of the game.
Face-off's going to be to the left now of the goaltender Dilly. Again, 4-on-4 hockey for 18 seconds. Knocked off the stick of Paratello, back into the right corner. Gooden, now Paratello has it. Taken away by Johnson. Centering pass, jumps over the stick of Motzenbacher. And the Blue Jackets connipes. Just tried to get it out of the zone and does. Now the Blue Jackets have 37 seconds of a power play. Their 5th of the night. This one's going to be rather short. Puck's loose and neutral ice. Grabbed by Brandt. Brandt brings it across the blue line. Dumps it in the left corner. 25 seconds to go in that Blue Jacket power play. Cleared down the ice by Stockton. 6:37 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 5-1. Blue Jackets try to set it up. Here's Carlson from behind his own net. Carlson for the Blue Jackets to center ice. Carlson brings it across the blue line. Down near the left wing half wall. Leaves it for Knipes. Knipes, left circle. Knipes gets it back down low. Comes up to the right circle. Is shot. And the glove saved, and Mick holds on. 6:15 to go in the game. Both teams back to full strength. It's a 5-1 Blue Jacket lead. Face off now to the left of the goaltender Mick. Controlled by Mimic from behind the Warriors net. Out near the left wing half wall. And flipped down the ice. Bernick giving chase. Ellison gets there first. Ellison, his pass would have been about waist high if anybody was even near there. Ellison and Bergstrom go at it into the right corner, but the Blue Jackets come back out. Tipped by Fina into the right corner. Fina along the end board, checked off the play. Loose puck grabbed by Rivard to Ellingson on the right wing. Cross ice to Smith on the left. Smith tried to get by Brandt, couldn't do it. Tipped away, nicely done by Brandt. Blue Jackets with the puck with 5.5 to go. Out to center ice is Carlson. Here comes Carlson to the left circle. Line change Blue Jackets. Carlson tried to get the shot off, couldn't do it. Centering pass. Puck bouncing around. Best will take a whiff at it as he wants the hat trick tonight. Push back out to center ice. Johnson carries it across. Johnson right circle. We're caught. And a save by Dilly, and he crashes into the net. Johnson should get the penalty for that. He just continually just crashed right in. And we got a fight going on in this game too now. As we had in the JV game, we had 2 players ejected. But Johnson, Randy, crashed into Dilly. No one pushed him into him. That should be goaltender interference.
Yeah, for one, yeah, that should be goaltender interference. So Brainerd should get an extra 2 minutes here. They should get the fighting. They'll get the fighting penalty, and then there should be an extra 2 minutes for Goaltender interference.
Johnson's going to the box, so that should be the goalie interference. Now the question is, are they going to pull anybody off for taking a few whacks at each other?
Oh, not going to call a penalty on that?
That's it. Johnson's. Oh, they're going to.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to take. Oh, they're going to. Okay, yeah. So you're going to have.
You're going to have Howieson going in, along with. For the Blue Jackets, it's going to be Stevenson. This will come at 11:52, all this. So we should have goalie interference on Johnson and then matching refs on Howieson and Stevenson. You know, there should come up with something in order to protect goalies. I get the goaltender interference, but when you purposely crash a goalie, it should be a little more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's surprisingly that they haven't done, made an additional penalty, maybe, added one there. Goaltender interference there.
He went in. Dilly had already made the save.
Johnson for roughing the goalie. Time of the penalty, 11:52. We also got coincidental penalties on number 26 for the Warriors, Carter Reese, 2-minute minor for roughing. Reese for roughing.
That's Howieson, actually.
Penalty to Blue Jackets, number 15, Ryan Stevenson, also draws a 2-minute minor for roughing. Stevenson for roughing.
Here we go. Face off to the right of Mick. 5:08 to go. Blue Jackets back on the power play.
52.
Polkamp's good to see him back out there after he took that hard hit in the left corner for the Brainerd Warriors. Polkamp fires it down the ice into the Blue Jacket zone. Dilly stops it behind the net. Pachovnik will get it. Dilly tried to put a pitch on Casperson. And here we go. Bessel comes in. Bessel skates in. Centering pass, it's loose. Reenan can't get to it. Loose in the right circle of the Brainerd zone. No fire it down the ice. Bouncing puck grabbed by Dilly. Pachovnik back to get it once again with 4.5 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 5-1. They're on the power play for 1:20. Reenan brings it across on the left side. Tried to leave it. Finally gets it to Pachovnik, left point. Now they'll set it up. Back to Pachovnik. Left circle. Pachovnik to Reenan. Left wing half wall. Top of the left circle. Reenan with the puck. Here's Reenan. Goes behind the net. Going to set it up. Reenan gets it right back. At the left circle. Out to the blue line to Birdsall. Over to the right circle to Pachovnik. He'll carry it out to the right point. 55 seconds to go in the power play. In front, Fenstermacher. Couldn't get much of a shot off and it's blocked. Reenan pokes it along the end board. Polkamp has it. Comes to the left wing half wall and it's tipped down the ice by Campbell. 39 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. 3:44 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 5-1 over Brainerd. Into the right corner, Yoki picks it up from the Blue Jacket end of things. Carries it behind the net. He's harassed by Blanche, so he'll give off the puck. Ooh, taken away by Birdsall. Knocked off his stick by Fisher and went right in on net. Here's Yoki at center. Across on the right side, knocked off his stick by Blanche. Shot put on sails high and wide from top of the right circle by Birdsall. Kept in at the left point by Paratello. To the half wall to Knipes. Knipes trying to get loose. Knipes. Look at Knipes. Knipes and Stockton going in. Now Stockton throwing punches at Knipes. And now, I tell you what, Stockton should get a hold anyway. He had Knipes on a bear hug on the left wing half wall.
Yeah, he should get a double minor here.
And then he's punching Knipes. And I think Stockton's probably going to get the gate.
Yeah, they may just throw him out here. What?
Knipes is gone. He just got tossed out of the game. And Stockton just got tossed out of the game. Knipes never threw a punch, though. Stockton threw a whole bunch of punches. I didn't see Knipes throw any punches.
No, I can't believe they threw Knipes out. After watching that, I mean.
All right, this will come at 13:51.
I wonder if there's somebody down there.
Well, Stockton had him in a bear hug at the left wing half wall. So Joe took exception to that and kind of wrestled him down to the ice, and then Stockton came up swinging at him, and I don't think I ever saw Knipe throw a punch. But yet he just got tossed out of the game.
Well, yeah, he did throw some, but I mean it was pretty minor compared to what.
10-minute misconduct penalties. First on the Warriors, number 16, Cole Smith. Excuse me, correction, number 11, Thomas Stockton.
So they gave misconduct.
Warriors, a 10-minute misconduct. Coincident final penalty to Blue Jackets. Number 16, Joe Knipe, also draws a 10-minute misconduct penalty. Time of the coincidental penalties is 13:51.
Now there's still some discussion going on. So they gave him 10-minute misconduct. Instead of having him sit on the penalty boxes, they just said go to the locker room.
Yeah.
3 minutes to go in the game. It's 5-1 Blue Jacket lead. Here's Smith across the blue line. Smith sets it up, shot, big save. Comes out, Polkamp shot is deflected by the Vestal stick up and over it. Into the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Paratello battles. Smith comes away with it. Shot put on by Ellingson, sails wide. Smith into the right corner. Polkamp, his shot is wide with 2:36 to go. Perunovic with the puck. Perunovic tries to work it up to Fina. Fina has his legs taken out by Polkamp. Blue Jackets, Vestal can't clear it. Blue Jackets still trying to get it out. Can't clear it. Polkamp kept it in. Perunovic back to pick it up. He zings it off the glass, takes a weird bounce, but it works for the Blue Jackets. At center ice is Vestal. Vestal brings it across. Vestal, and it's deflected and tipped by Yoki, and an easy save by Mick. With 2:09 to go, it's a 5-1 Blue Jacket lead. Shots on goal 28-22 in favor of Hibbing Chisholm. Face off to the left of Mick. Tied up by Rhiannon. And it rolls along the end boards as Rhiannon gets dumped by Miller. Miller with the puck for Brainerd. Carries it out to center ice. Rhiannon on the back check. Miller throws it into the Blue Jacket zone into the left corner. Brent has it tied up with 1:48 to go. At the left wing half wall. Keeping it alive is Deschênes. Deschênes and Fenstermacher tie up in the left corner. Now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Brandt out to Birdsall at center. Here's Birdsall. Carries it across. Birdsall takes a shot. Saved by Mick. Minute and a half to go in the game. At the left wing half wall, Birdsall just zips it around to the right corner. And Les Carbeau battling with Motschenbacher. Pass was behind Deschênes. Kept in by the Blue Jackets. Brandt just backhands it in along the end boards. 1:10 to go in the contest. Blue Jackets lead 5-1. Yoki trying to dig it loose. Here's Les Carbeau battling behind the net with Motschenbacher. Yoki into the left corner. Now battles with Kasperson. Still in the left corner of the Brainerd zone. 50 seconds to go. Pushed into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up as Brandt. Line change for Brainerd. And getting up real slow is Yoki, and getting off real slow is Yoki.
Yeah, Yoki is kind of shaken up on that play. Hopefully he's going to be okay here.
Faceoff's going to be down to the right of Dilly with 41 seconds to go in the game. It's a big win here for the Blue Jackets tonight.
Yeah, it's a huge win. Second, third period, they played solid hockey for 2 periods and played very well here tonight. Tied
up on the draw momentarily was Bradovic. Now the Blue Jackets are bringing out his good in the center. Oh, nice little pass and leave for Les Carbeau. Les Carbeau taken out of the play along the end boards with 26 seconds to go. Back in the Brainerd zone, it's actually Fisher carrying it down. Fisher can't get by Stevenson. Checked up on the play in the Blue Jacket end. And down they both go as Fisher just hauls Stevenson down. I don't even know what that was all about. He just hauled him right down. 12 seconds to go. game's getting out of hand with these Brainerd Warriors and trying to think they're in WWE. So Stevenson, he gets the gates.
Jeez. Very misconduct penalties here again.
16:48 is going to be the time of the penalties. So Fisher goes off, Stevenson goes off. He goes, just get in the box.
Yeah.
12 seconds to go.
Brainerd's 10th. Penalty our 6th.
Coincident penalty is first on the Warriors, number 19. Adam Fisher, 2-minute minor for roughing.
So they get matching roughs, and Stevenson just said, I'm going to the locker room.
50. Ryan Stevenson also calls a 2-minute minor for roughing.
Face off to the left of Dilly with 12 seconds to go. Coming away with it's Pachovnik up off the glass and down the ice it goes. They'll waive any icing, and it'll pretty much take care of it with 3 seconds to go. And the Blue Jackets pick up their 6th victory of the year with a convincing 5-1 thrashing of Brainerd. Good game by the boys, as they now improve to 6-3, and they hand Brainerd their 2nd loss of the year, who now dropped to 6-2. Final score, Hibbing Chisholm 5, Brainerd 1. Our post-game show is coming up next. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG.